a live stream of a GCSE Foundation paper. It's a Foundation Paper 2, the calculator paper. I'm going to go through the first 10 or so questions. Okay, write down a multiple of 7 that's between 20 and 30. And if you think through your 7 times table, 7, 14, 21, or 28 would get you that 1 mark. Okay, now I'm going to write 3761 to the nearest 100. So that's a rounding question. So we look at the hundreds and then we look at the tens and think, is that close to 3,700 or 3,800? It's bigger than 5, so we round up and we get 3,800. Okay, another mark there. Next is to write 0.9, the decimal, as a percentage. You always times that by 100 when you're going from decimals to percentages. So it'll be 90%. Okay, we're nearly onto the first 5. Try and aim for a mark per minute. I'm doing it a little bit quicker here, but that's fine. Right, 75 kilograms to grams. Remember, there's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram, so we times that 75 by 1,000, and we get 75,000 grams. Okay, I should put the answers in that spot. So it's 21, 3,800, 90%. Don't need to write it again, and then the 75,000. Okay, last question on this page is a shape, and write down the mathematical name for that shape. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and 6 sides is a hexagon. Okay, let's keep going with this paper. Number 6, write down the mathematical name for the straight line touching the circle. So you have the circle there and a straight line that touches it just once only. We call that the tangent. Do have a look at my short where I go through the parts of a circle, and tangent is the one that just touches it once only. Okay, here are some symbols. We have the less than, if we're reading from left to right, greater than, equals. Write one of these symbols in each box to make 4 true statements. So 3/4 is what compared to a half. Thank you for joining me, those that just joined. And we're going through the GCSE Foundation paper. And this is on to question 7. So 3/4 is greater than a half. 25 is less than 30. 2/5 is equal to, because that's 4/10, which is the same as 2/5. And -9, if you think about it on the number line, is less than -4. Okay, going on to question 8. It's a fractions question. And here we have 1/6 and 7/12. And we have to work out the number that's exactly halfway between the two. So Mathsgenie has a way of doing this. I want to look at that in terms of ordering them on a number line. So if we have that in the same denominator, it'll be 2/12. And then I think about all the numbers that lie between those two. Obviously, I can't do that if it goes on forever, or is a lot bigger space. Be a number between there. So that's 8/24 and 10/24. So the answer is 9/24, or simplify that, 3/8. Okay, there are ways of doing that. Thanks to those who are watching and liking, really appreciate that. Do comment on Twitter or email me or TikTok. YouTube can't have comments, but I can respond to the likes and any emails. So do have a look on the channel page. And I'm happy to make shorts or videos or do a live stream on any topic that people request. Okay, question 9. Write down the coordinates of point A. Read down to x first. That's 2. Remember, always do x and then y. So it's 2. And then up here, it's 6. It's always the y second. And then on the grid, mark with the cross x the point x5 and y is minus 1. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to minus 1. That's the point there. Okay. Question 10. Film starts at 7:45 and it lasts 98 minutes. Now that's 1 hour 38 minutes. So I'm going to add an hour to 8:45. That's the hour. Then going to add 30 minutes to get to 9:15. And I've still got to add 8 there to get to 9:23. So 9:23 p.m. will be how long, what time that would finish. Okay, thanks to those who are joining. This is GCSE Foundation Paper 2, going through the questions. And we're on to question 11 now. Mr. Blair buys 30 pens, 30 rulers, 30 pencils, and 30 calculators, but they're sold in different combinations. So for 30 pens, I just need to do 6 lots of that. So it'd be 6 times 85 pence. Rulers, I need to do 30, so I need 3 lots of £2.64. Here, again, they want 30 at class load, so I need to do that by 5 lots of 52 pence. And then calculators each, so I need to actually do 30 times £6.25. It is a calculator question, so I can go through each of those on the calculator. And so for the pens, it would be 6 times 0.85. So I get £5.10. For the rulers, I'm doing 3 lots of those packs of 10, £2.64. £7.92 for the pencils. They come in packs of 6, so I only need 5 lots of that. 5 times 0.52 is 2.6. And the last one is the calculators. Well, that is 30, because they're each £6.25. 187.50. And then I need to add those 4 numbers up. And again, it's a calculator question, so I can do that on the calculator. Plus £2.60, plus 7.92, plus 5.10. And I get £203.12. Now, I can do a lot of the work on the calculator, but I must show some of the working. You can't do it all on the calculator without showing the steps. So I've done the calculation there, and then I've worked it out here, and I get £203.12. Because it's 4 marks, they're not just going to give you a mark for that answer on its own. Okay, let's just go over to this last page here that I'll do in this video, and then in the next video I'll go on for the rest of the paper. This is question 12. Work out the size of angle marked X. Well, these 2 lines are going to make these 2 angles equal. So it's going to be 98. And why? Because they're vertically opposite. So vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, so 2 marks. You must have a reason there. But you could check that if you looked at any shifting shapes there of those lines. The angles would be equal. Okay, into the last minute of this 10-minute video, going through 13 questions. Got to work out the size of angle ABC. So when they do that, they mean it's cornering on that B. So that angle there. So need to know that 180 degrees minus 64 plus 32 would give us that answer, because 3 angles of a triangle add up to 180, and that's the reason we need to put here. 3 angles in a triangle add to 180. So I would do 180 minus 64 minus 32 gives me 84. So I get 84 degrees for that one. I could have done it in that way if you expanded that bracket. It's the same thing as 180 minus 64 minus 32. or 64 plus 32, same as 180 minus 96, whichever way you do it. That looks like a 0, sorry. 180 minus 96 gives me 84 degrees. So this angle here, to answer that question, that there is 84 degrees. Okay, I see some people have joined us. Thanks, I'll keep going. I was going to stop there, but I'll keep going because of those who are joining. Thanks for joining the live stream. We're going through the GCSE paper onto question 14 now. A, B, and BC are perpendicular, so that means that is 90 degrees. And work out the size of angle marked X. So 90 degrees minus 52. It's a calculator question, so I could work that out. But 90 degrees minus 52 is 38. So that there is 38. Okay, and here the length of a rectangle is 3 times the width of a rectangle. The area of the rectangle is 48 centimeters. Draw the rectangle on the centimeter grid. So let's see. The length here is going to be, I'm just doing a sketch and then I'll do it properly here. So this is going to be 48. The length of and the width, so the length is 3 times the width. So what we're going to do then is I'm going to make this x and make this 3x. Okay, and let's think this through. Length of rectangle is 3 times. I mean, I could try and go through this using different combinations. What are the multiples of factors of 48? Well, I know 6 and 8 would make that, but those aren't going to be different enough. 12 and 4. That helps because 12 times 4 is 48 and 12 is 3 times 4. So almost by process of elimination and trial and error, I've got that. I could have solved it with algebra as well if I'd wanted to. I would have done 3x squared equal to 48, 3x squared equal to 48, x squared is equal to 12, and so on. But I'm going to do 4 there, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then there is going to be my rectangle with 4 there and 12 there. Okay, great. Thanks for watching. Do look out for the follow-up on that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll end it there. Thanks for watching.